People often wonder why the Japanese are so smart. I recently found out in a study that school culture allows them to be really smart. They have one of the world's best educational systems and have a well-rounded culture. Today I will be informing you about the Japanese school culture and how it's helped them. The first thing I want to talk about is Japanese school culture. In Japan, they have a 6-3-3-4 system, and what this basically means is that they will go to school for elementary school for 6 years, middle school for 3 years, high school for 3 years, and college for 4 years. And the Japanese feel that by letting their students go to elementary school for 6 years first, they will be able to learn more things like cooperative learning, follow certain rules, setting goals, learning responsibilities, and basically they believe that by going to elementary school earlier, they will build a high character. The reason why the Japanese are so successful in learning is because they are a homogeneous group of people with a culture that believes in education. And therefore the teachers all care about education, not like some teachers in the US where they don't really care at all, they just teach for the money or just teach because it's an easy job. In Japan, they believe that by having education, then that's where their students will be like in the future. The Japanese strongly believe by having an education that a person will succeed in life. And anyone who thinks otherwise are really heavily looked down upon, and they don't like that. Here are some statistics in Japanese about Japanese job rates. According to Education in Japan Guide.info, school attendance rate for the first 9 years of school is 99.9%, almost 100%. And they have a less than 1% illiteracy rate, and that basically means that almost everybody can read. The dropout rate is 2%, and it's increasing slowly. And this basically is a bar graph. It's not a bar graph about the dropout rate, and it gives you a better understanding that here's America, it's at 21% dropout rate, and this is Japan, it's at 3% currently. So there's a big difference in the way that their culture teaches their students. Now that you all know about the school culture and system, let's talk about their student life. The students in Japan all wear uniforms, and that's because they believe that all the students should be similar, and no student should be like out there different and better than the other one. It's a very competitive world in Japan. Students are usually studying most of the time, and because they are studying, this puts a high level of stress because there are a lot of national tests out there and college board programs that get them to go into college, and it puts a high amount of stress on them. And basically when there's high amount of stress, then there's a high rate of suicide because they're like, oh, what if I don't get into this college, or my parents would be like really depressed if I don't get into this college or anything like that. And because they have they are really competitive, there's a lot of bullying because some people's egos tend to feel like, oh, they're better than them, or he's not better than me, and stuff like that. So bullying is a real concern in Japan. Finally, the Japanese are smart, and I believe everybody knows that by now. And they have one of the world's best education systems because they go to school for so long. And their culture wants them to go to school for so long. So today I hope you've all learned a little bit about their school culture, and this will encourage you guys to continue school and be successful. Thank you, my name is Caleb.